What is up, everybody? We are Cinema 3D, and today we are going to be doing a group trailer reaction to Superman No Longer Known as Legacy. We are pumped. We all watched this trailer earlier, but now we are going to be watching it together, giving a little trailer analysis and breakdown of it, giving it our thoughts. We're all big DC fans, big Superman fans. So there's a lot to unpack here. We got a lot of fans of Man of Steel, a lot of fans of Superman 78, a lot of fans of Superman versus the Mole People. So we're going to have to really dig in and see if this one lives up to the hype of all these other films. And we're doing this outside of our normal den. We are all independent and via the internet today. So, so let's do it, huh?
Krypto. Home. Take me home.
Superman.
So
no title at the end.
No title again. That could have been why I still thought it was called Superman Legacy.
Yeah. So let's just get right into it, man.
A lot to break down. Let's just first talk about how good the shots in the snow look.
Yes, absolutely. It's
The
like
color
pinch
hops. It's insane.
in a good way too. It's not like the Justice League 2017 where they took a film that had a different color palette in mind and just color graded it and brightened it up, and it didn't look right. It's like they boosted saturation way too much. And this just looks incredible. It literally looks. I know that the phrase "looks like a comic book" is kind of cliche now, but it does in a good way.
It does.
And I think it like shows the best of the Reeves films, Man of Steel, but also a thing that people are constantly saying right now is it feels and homages the original the Superman animated series.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if they're gonna go in that route, especially the it's definitely the John Williams theme, but if it has that electric guitar, which is very it sounds like Top Gun, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing that I thought of.
And but it sounds like the Superman. I don't know. It's like home. I feel like
No,
at
it
home
has a little mixture of both, and
Yeah.
I think that was why it got away with it because, like I told you earlier, when I hear electric guitar, I think very like late 90s, 2000s, and I don't know, it just kind of like can cheapen it a little bit for me, especially in the trailer. But this one didn't feel that way at all, and I think it was a mix of two things. It was that it felt like a homage to the Superman animated series in a sense, even though they don't really use guitar in that intro. It just gave it, I guess, a little bit of that animated type feel, and
animated,
It's like Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's the one.
That's even more. No.
Yeah.
That's like yeah, dude.
And because we grew up watching that, I mean, you rewatched it the most recently, probably, Sam. Or no, that was your first time, right?
that was my first time watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, but since me and John and even you known about that stuff for so long, it just, for me, electric guitar makes it feel nostalgic, like you said, from the 90s, but like in that way for me, it's nostalgic because of the Justice League Unlimited and the animated series, and loving Top Gun. I kept humming Top Gun's theme after watching this morning, but like it's just, I don't know, I love the music in the trailer for sure.
I'm glad that it's not extremely heavy electric guitar. I like that the notes are very light, and I like that it has actually more of a high pitched sound to it.
I do
which
too.
gives it that hopeful feel.
Yeah, I also love the seamless transition into the full blown orchestra as well, and that was great. Overall, my personal take on this is I am hyped. I was optimistic and semi-hyped about this just because, we need something like this. But after seeing this trailer, I'm even more hyped. I think this is a very important movie for DC. Not just DC, I think comic book films in general.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I really think that this is going and what they're doing, or what it looks like they're doing, to give it that optimistic feel. Like I'm hoping that I walk out of this movie smiling and feeling good in a good way, not just being like it's a good movie. No, I want to be like that's a great movie, and I feel good now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just feel like I think. When I first watched the original Superman, the 1978 film, that's how I felt. I didn't walk out of the theater. I wish I did. But after watching the original Superman, I'm like, yeah, I feel great.
Yeah.
You know, and Man of Steel the same way at the very end with Clark Kent going to Daily Planet and whatnot too. It's like, yeah, absolutely. But like this feels very much like it's gonna be this optimistic. You're gonna follow a character who is just trying to do the right thing, and I think that's just so relatable. You know, obviously Superman's not that relatable because he is a god, but you same thing with all the other characters that are a larger life and are gods. They have human qualities and they have flaws just like humans. And I can't wait for that. I really think we're going to see that, especially with some of the scenes, like the one shot with some of the crowd, like throwing stuff, and he's just devastated. I think we're going to see a very young, naive, flawed Superman. But
That's
I really
flaw
feel at
comes
the very
in, right?
end, he'll be Superman. You know?
Yeah. Is his naiveness? Is his? Yeah, he's never flawed in the sense of he has these more or less moral lessons to learn as Superman. It's more he has to learn who he is in response to how he fits in on this planet. And that seems to be the overall narrative for most of these Superman stories is like, I'm here. What does that mean for me? I'm not of my people anymore. Should I protect these people? I mean, it's the story of Man of Steel. So, I mean, it's in Superman 78. It's always going to be the constant theme. And I think we can expect that from this movie.
Absolutely.
But I'm right there with you when it comes to the overall feeling and delivery of it. feels extremely hopeful, feels like he's going to go on a journey, and it feels like there's going to be a lot of discovery for him in this, and it does. It has that youthful, almost a mix of the hopefully coming of age feeling of Superman, like you said, the young Superman, kind of like in a similar thing to what was done with the Batman, but just the complete 180 of the entire thing, right? I mean, if we're in the darkness with Bruce Wayne as he's young and figuring out his year one, hopefully that's what this is with Superman, but it's in the bright golden skies of Metropolis, and he's,
that's what I love. I can't wait for that, honestly. Like you have the Batman right now. That's the current Batman that we have, and he ends very much dark. Yeah. But then you have this, and it's just like, to me, it reminds me of the animated series. You have the dark, gritty Batman animated series, but the Superman animated series, it's not dark like Batman at all. It's very much hopeful. Sam, you could speak to that as well, but like that's what I'm getting from this.
Yep. And it's got to feel like the polar opposite. I mean,
yes,
they have to have that feeling, and this one delivers that. And we don't know what they're going to do with Batman, but right now that doesn't matter. Right now we're focused on Superman for a change.
And what's great is that like we're going to there's gonna probably be some dark, serious moments in this movie for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't know, like it shows you that not everything has to be dark. They can have dark subject matter, but not everything has to be. You know what I mean? That's why the animated show is like one of the greatest, because you have which is giving me those vibes with this movie, with this trailer. You have the hopeful superhero elements, but then you could probably get some like real serious dark stuff. But like it could be done in the right way. And I know that it won't show. I know it won't be like Marvel, where it's like we're gonna have a joke every 5 seconds.
No. Well, that's another hopeful thing, is that it's and there is a level of this, and this is earlier than I thought we were going to get into this aspect of it, but this is a good leeway to say this. This trailer is amazing. However, DC makes the greatest trailers of all time.
That's also true.
I'm not going to pretend for a second that I haven't been screwed time and time and time and time and time and time again. And those are real references that I'm making with all those times that I said. Those are actual times I watched the trailer and said, oh, that's going to, and then I'm like, what did I just sit through? So while this trailer looks amazing and I am hopeful for it, that doesn't knock DC off the track record of the last few years. I mean, they've had some good ones, but they've had some bottom tier, bottom feeder level superhero movies. I mean, I'm talking bad movies.
That's why this is very important. This is literally an important movie, and people have to at least walk out. No, I really think they got to walk out loving it, in my opinion, to really, really set the stage for DC. But if they liked it, okay, great. But I really think they got to love it. Like, there's so much writing on this. Like, Gunn should really have. I'm sure he feels the pressure. Including the main actor who's playing Superman as well. What's his name, Justin?
Yep. David Cornsweet.
Yeah, he talk about pressure, man.
And but James Gunn is an incredibly competent individual, and he is very intelligent, and he knows what's needed. If you look at the Guardians movies, I mean, Guardians 1, that should say it right there. That is, he took a niche small comic book and made it one of, in my opinion, the most standout best comic book movies of that entire era and of all time, and gave it a unique feel. Now sadly that was copied and pasted, but originally that was an amazing feel, and I think he knows how much is riding on this, and I think he knows that his whole reputation is riding on this, and so this is more than just a job to him at this point. This is a proving that, okay, so they've entrusted me with this. DC is in a bad place right now, except for Batman. So it's like what I'm doing is I'm lifting them out of this. And I mean, like Superman, he has to quite literally like fly to the occasion. He has to divot all he has on this one.
And right now you feel that. Yeah, I think you definitely feel that too. Like, I agree with you. Like, they have amazing trailers. This could stink. However, the track record of Gunn, the way he's been responding to people on social media and being very and being
He's
real
very active,
leading this entire new universe. And yeah, like there's been some like, you know, here and there, but with under his regime, if you will, but that's because he's had to slowly move everything away, and there was already movies that were coming out when he stepped in anyways. So it's like this film right here is what is really gonna show, all right, this is the Gunn universe. And if it hits, man, holy crap, do we got some stuff coming our way that could be incredible.
Yeah. No,
Overall,
I mean, he posted something yesterday or the day before, obviously trying to promote the trailer coming out, but the caption that I read, it was a long caption, and it starts off with him saying he's miserable because he's so stressed out at like making sure this film is perfect and just wanting people to like understand how much he cares about it. But I mean, I went through a lot of the comments on the trailer, and YouTube automatically sorts it by top comments with likes and stuff. A lot of those were all like praising how great the trailer was and saying, you know, like, looks great, I love the suit, love the actor, love the vibe, whatever. And then I sorted it by newest, and every single comment was just bashing it, and I don't understand why at all. Because this is my thing, because people have taken, I talked to you a couple nights ago. You were probably the most vulnerable I got with telling you how I really feel, but at the same time, like, a lot of people have taken my apprehensiveness for just automatically hating it because of how much I love Man of Steel in the past. It's not that, it's because I think this is probably the most important film that I've ever been alive for. Because like you said, it's not just important for DC, it's important for the comic book movie world as a whole, because Marvel has been on the downtick for the longest time. DC has as well. James Gunn, coming from that, he's done the Guardians trilogy, which even though I don't like 2 that much, 1 and 3 are some of the best from that series. And he's done Suicide Squad, which is an incredible film to me. I haven't seen Creature Commandos, but that's the first thing of the DCU, which apparently a couple people that I know have watched it and they said it's been phenomenal.
Nice.
So the track record's there, like you said.
Yeah.
And when I saw the trailer, I said I needed to see a trailer to know how I'm going to feel about this, regardless of whether the trailer is like going to dupe us. I do feel like this trailer proves that there's something really, really good that can come out of this movie. And there's a lot of different shots that I think are gorgeous, because visually, we talked about the music a little bit, and I don't know, it just seems like all the pieces are there. And I have faith in it. I think, I mean, do we want to go into like specific aspects of the trailer, shots wise, or?
Well, I just also really quick want to jump off what you said about this being one of the most important films that you've been alive for. And the reason that was exactly something that I was thinking about this film. The sad thing is you don't want to put that pressure on the film, right? But in the all reality, sadly, that is the position the film is in. It's in a position where I wouldn't say most important we've been alive for, but this is the most important film since, I mean, in terms of really doing something, I guess, because Endgame was closing out. I was going to say since Endgame, right?
Yeah. Like, I was thinking, because someone said that earlier too, and I was like, yes, Endgame and Infinity War, they were both very important, but I don't know, I feel like those...
Since the Avengers, this is probably the most important since the Avengers.
Yeah.
The Avengers is showing the concept of, can this shared universe work? Yes, it worked. And then we had what was it?
No, that's a very good point, actually.
Yeah. But then we had a strong run of it for 10 years, and now we're seeing the collapse of the shared universe. We're seeing laziness in the comic book world. We're seeing Marvel making just completely lost their way after Endgame. We're seeing, DC completely lost their way after Man of Steel. So it's like, you know, in that.
And then like all the other ones too, like the Sonyverse is just somehow still alive.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
terrible though.
any of them. Yeah, like it, and
the
and
only
that's
thing
why
you
I
have
think
right now is the Batman, and I like
Yeah.
the only thing. Like we've gotten a little spoiled with content, right? But it's the Batman.
no, but like the
and
only
then-
good thing.
Yeah, but the only really good thing is the Batman, and then the Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse series.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah, that's it pretty much.
the problem is oversaturation of it, right? It's that,
Yeah.
but there was a period where we were getting very solid content just streaming, and then we got so used to it, and now we saw the collapse of it. And so I want this film to be something that says, no, these movies are not just TV specials that are thrown together and thrown into a theater and saying, here you go, here's your latest content. It's like, this is a film. I need this one to be a movie. I want this one to stand amongst DC's greats. I want this to be something that we can look at and say, because, you know, we had Man of Steel, and then you have Superman 78, and then you have, I mean, Superman Returns doesn't get enough love in that conversation.
No,
I
think those three are all great.
There's a video.
Like I the ones that I've seen, I've really liked all of my Superman movies that I've seen.
But the problem is, out of the one that has the longest lasting legacy out of those three, right? I mean, it's Superman 78 is the one that is the definitive Superman film out of those films. And I'm not saying necessarily anything can top that. You know, can any of the Star Wars movies top the original trilogy? No, that's what that is, and that's what Superman is. Mm-hmm. But I want something to capture that same essence to where we can look and say, here's the other Superman movie. We have Batman 89 and The Dark Knight. Here we have these two going together. So it's like,
good point.
So that's what I want.
I mean, let's just get right into some of this stuff. Like I love how this freaking trailer opens. Mm-hmm. Immediately with just boom, just a devastated, destroyed Superman. Incredible.
And the mystery of what's happening too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Pin sharp.
Oh, look at
that. Was shot. It was all filmed in IMAX, which is incredible.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Wait for that, man.
I love.
So, side note, this. I did not know what this was, but there's a lot of people commenting on it being like a. They were like, I didn't know we were gonna get Superman in the Panchka pose or Kamchka pose. It's something from anime, like.
Oh, really?
There's something with Goku, like a screenshot was shared where he was laying exactly like that, and people, I mean, stupidly, but a lot of people were already like, "This is incredible," just because Gunn put him in that pose.
Wow,
I guess that makes you like him.
Even calculated, and Gunn's is like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Yeah, he's like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, no, I mean, this snow sequence looked really, really good.
All right, so there was a part of me that was like, really, we're gonna make this so modern and make him look like every broccoli-haired little kid that I see at the gym that's hogging up my weights. But everybody has said on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, there is finally,
yep,
a distinct difference between Clark Kent and Superman.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? There's
it works.
but there's three actually. You got Clark Kent Smallville, the true Clark Kent.
Yep.
You have Clark Kent from the Daily Planet and whatnot. Then you have Superman.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I love this. I love
I agree with you.
everything about what I'm seeing right here, dude.
Yep. 100%.
He is.
Worry about tracking him. He's above all those people's heads.
How tall is Reeves? I think Reeves was tall. I mean, whenever he was walking around people, like, you know, bumbling and stuff like that with his glasses, dude was tall. Granted, he was around Lois Lane a lot, but still. He's super tall. I love everything. It's like
6'4".
Now,
Chris Reeves was 6'4", and then David Cornsweet's also 6'4".
Wow, that's incredible.
So
Ben Affleck's 6'4", I think.
I know Henry Cavill was shorter. So, what were you gonna say, Sam?
No. Can we go back one frame, just get the shot of the suit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, the color palette of that suit is incredible.
I would agree.
What is it that's grabbing? Is it the gold belt? Is it the fact
I
that
think honestly, I think it is. I think it's a gold belt because it's not just blue and red. You have the gold in there to kind of differentiate it.
Yep.
The blue is very much like lighter.
Yep.
Everything just pops. It pops in the right way. It's not like I said with the Justice League or even just we're just gonna just saturate the crap out of it. No, dude, like literally what you're seeing is just freaking gorgeous.
Yep. And it's
a dude wearing tights laying down. But it's phenomenal. It's Superman.
Yeah.
It's great, dude.
Yeah. No, I mean that looks so much like Superman. It's crazy.
Yeah. So all this is great. Going to the Daily Planet, where
he definitely pulls off the awkward vibe good already.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
I love this shot.
That's insane.
I mean, come on.
You guys can't see my mouse, can you?
No.
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, yeah, dude, this... I don't know, bro. It's like, I mean, I was skeptical about the suit in the pictures, even in the poster, not the new poster, but the original first image release.
Yeah.
But it just looks so much better when it's actually shot on like the real cameras. And dude is battered up. My theory is it's got to be something to do with Lex and Metamorpho. I think. Yeah. Because we see the big Kraken at the end, which I was like, there's Pacific Rim and Superman now. And then I was like, oh, it might be Metamorpho. And so, and that's why he like needs Krypto's help, which speaking of that, Krypto, bro.
Sam, I don't know about you, but I watched Krypto the Super Dog show. Krypto the Super Dog. I love Krypto the Super Dog. And the fact that we're getting this now is incredible.
I like Krypto being in it as long as it's not going to be like dumb that he's there. You know what I mean?
Right. I think it'll be. I have no problem with it because, and I know James Gunn's going to do it well. I think it will be in line with like Groot, similar to Groot, similar to Rock Raccoon, where you just grow to love Krypto in the movie. And whenever he's there, it's like we're going to see grown men, us included, being like Krypto.
Well, he's in Superman the animated series.
Yes.
So
but the thing, live action wise though, like we have not gotten that, and it's like, oh, this is incredible.
Titans.
Oh well, yeah, true.
He was good in Titans, but yeah, this one seems like it's gonna be more of the actual Krypto that can fly and super speed and all that stuff. And
I love that shot. Anyways, but before we get to that, Daily Planet, looking awesome.
Yeah. So what I was saying was, I love how his suit doesn't look like it fits properly.
Yeah.
And I think that adds to the Clark Kent-ness of this version.
I agree. I love that.
But yeah, like you said, I think she's perfect casting. I don't know who she is, but she looks like Lois to me.
Yeah. She already has that spunk about, that Lois has, and I'm all for it. I can't wait to see how this is going to go down, especially their chemistry. I really want to see good chemistry between Lois Lane and Superman. Not we haven't gotten the Lois Superman and Lois, right? That was great.
Oh yeah,
I thought that's a different interpretation technically, kind of, because of they're already married and have kids and all that stuff. It's like, all right, that's cool. I mean, that's different. It's normally not. We're gonna get more of a traditional Lois Lane meet Clark Kent, that type of thing. So I'm very much open. I can't wait to see their chemistry. Hopefully it's great, and hopefully she's great too as Lois.
Is your guys' favorite, I assume, the original?
That or Superman Returns.
Okay, yeah. No, I like Superman Returns as well.
Not Amy Adams.
I will say that's the only thing about Man of Steel that I've never fully like. I think she still does a great job as Lois. It just the look isn't what I would want.
It's a mix. It's the look and it's the portrayal of the character. She doesn't look or feel anything like Lois Lane.
Really?
She doesn't act like Lois Lane.
You don't think Amy Adams does? I think she.
No, not at all.
I think.
I mean, I guess it's, you know what a big thing with it is that you don't get any of the dynamic between Clark Kent and Lois Lane. That's the biggest thing, is that she doesn't meet Clark as Clark. She meets Clark as Superman.
That's true.
So you completely miss out on she doesn't have the sarcastic nature of Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Like, and kind of like Keep Up Smallville. She doesn't have that type of.
And I think with Man of Steel, I think that they were trying to go in a different direction and try to make it fresh. But honestly, don't fix what's not broken. I think this is where we're gonna go back to the basics and good basics, honestly. So yeah,
and honestly, I'd argue that they're probably. I mean, they have to be the most famous comic book couple of all time, right?
I would agree.
Ooh,
I think so.
I like that question. Let's expand upon that right there. Let me turn this off so I can see you guys.
Well, I mean, there's no one else that's that iconic as Clark Kent and Lois Lane, or Superman and Lois Lane. Like, there's no way.
The only one that I think of is Catwoman and Batman.
Yeah, Catwoman and Batman. But you know what? Catwoman and Batman is incredibly iconic, but not as many people know necessarily that Batman and Catwoman are romantic in comparison to Superman and Lois Lane, which is, what does Superman do? He saves Lois Lane. Like, it's almost almost formulaic in a sense.
Ooh, I got one. Spider-Man and MJ.
Yeah, Spider-Man and MJ would be the next major one, but I still wouldn't say as much
It's not as
as
good.
them. Because, I mean, you could also say Spider-Man and Gwen.
Which I prefer way more than MJ.
I do as well. I mean, she'd be more the traditional one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
But no, I mean,
just the
so
way it's been handled.
that's what I'm hoping, though, is that it gets that feeling, kind of like what they were capturing in the show that I still need to watch. Like, I don't even know if it's still being made or not, but what was the name of that show? The one.
My Adventures of Superman.
Yes, that was a very good show from what I watched, and then I just completely fell off. But not for any reason. It was really enjoyable.
Nice. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I wanted to check that one out.
Is it out?
Yeah,
Is it done?
I think it's done, or at least season 1's done.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that one is its own thing, right? It's not.
Yeah, that's not related to anything, but it was very good, and I think I need to might watch it again after this. Who knows?
Yeah, I would love to watch that. But yeah, Superman and Lois, the show too. I still need to finish that.
So why?
But that show is great, and I heard it ended phenomenally. So right there is 4 solid seasons of a Superman show that I just have not seen 3 of them.
Oh.
And I heard Doomsday's done the best that we've seen him done in live action.
Wow.
So there's we have that one which just finished, and now we have this new one which can hopefully continue that and bring even more cool stuff. But Lois, I'm liking the vibe of her already.
Yeah. Love all this. Love their interaction. Like,
dude, I love that shot, bro.
You know what's incredible? It's it's incredible how much. Again, maybe. No, I won't say that, but how much in regards to Superman, how when this movie is being pitched, there were already things I pictured of him working at the Daily Planet and like how it should look and how his desk should look. And it's like, these are things that are just so iconic with the character, you know, and these are like the small details that you got to get right.
Yeah.
With the way even the Daily Planet is set up. And it's weird because, I mean, most of the time the office has the same type of look.
Yeah.
With the way it's set up. It's like, I mean, it's like Batman's Batcave, right? It's like the first look of the Batcave. I mean, that'd be the equivalent of the Fortress of Solitude, but still, it's like something you need to get right. And I'm liking the way the Daily Planet looks as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like, I mean, very, very different, but it's almost, in this sense, it's like the Daily Planet is, I don't know, Gotham's GCPD or something, where you it's the same vibe, but you get that different take on each version.
Yep.
That's true.
There's really no office. Or I guess Wayne Enterprises. That's probably what we're talking about here.
Yeah, you don't see it as often.
No, which sucks because
Yeah.
I would love to see it more. But anyway, I do love this look that he's got going. I can tell this is probably going to be a meme
Oh yeah,
and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That right there is such an iconic thing to say.
Oh yeah.
I know it's crazy that
Okay, so
All of this.
I love this. I love the way Clark looks here. I mean, it's a nitpick for sure. I don't know. That doesn't feel like Pa Kent to me, unless I'm wrong. I feel like that's him, right?
It has to be. I
has to
am
be.
Okay with it because
I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just seeing Kevin Costner. That's probably what it is.
because I mean, if you think about it, like the other actors that have played Pa Kent, other film and the other film interpretations, you know, it's just just a lovely, hardworking, older man, you know. And you got
I
Kevin
don't
Costner.
remember any other versions.
Yeah,
I don't think.
but no, I'm loving it. I think we're gonna get gonna get a lot of heartfelt scenes.
yeah.
It's gonna feel great.
Dude, I do not understand what people are talking about, because there's a lot of comments and stuff I've seen on Instagram and TikTok where people are bashing the way it looks. They're saying it looks like a CW show. And I'm like, no. And then some people are going even further, which I guarantee you 90% of these people don't even know what they're talking about. They're bashing the grade and saying it looks piss poor. This shot right here, this is exactly how I would grade it if it was me. Like, look at the sky. The greens are not like you said, nothing's oversaturated. It just looks so clean. And like their skin tones, like that's Clark. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
I love how there's like the slight hint of bluish hair, but it's still black. I don't know.
I love that.
People are starting to piss me off because I knew it was going to happen with Snyder cult followers, which, yes, I love Snyder a lot and I love Man of Steel, and so do you, John, but there is no reason why this movie should be getting any sort of hate from that angle.
Especially now, you finally see everything, and you're gonna tell me that this looks bad?
It does not, dude, and especially since it's shot on IMAX. Like, this does not look like a CW show by any means. People who are saying that are just out to hate, and I just hope the movie proves them completely wrong.
Yeah.
And with the performance.
Completely.
Love that.
All this.
Oh, great. That shot's great.
Yep.
7 months.
So,
there we go.
Okay. I just love keep going. I just love all this. I love that he whistles. He's in despair. He's devastated. You know, he's just beaten up, and he's got his pal Krypto ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is whistle.
It begins.
It's great. He's cute. He could kick some ass probably, but he's also lovable. He's a dog. It's fun.
Yeah.
He's a puppy.
He's a puppy. Yeah. It's great. I love that he's like, Krypto, home, take me home, and it's like,
The voice is great there as well.
so good.
Yeah, and that's like the only thing he says too. There's not much dialogue in this, which I love, because that's what makes it a teaser. Because when I saw the runtime, I was like, "There's no way this is a teaser trailer," and then it was just kind of music and the overall vibe.
Yeah, I love too that he's so like happy and like larger than life. Like, that's a good thing. I'm loving this. And Stu Men's lit that right
That's
there
amazing.
is incredible.
Yep.
That's a Zack Snyder shot.
Look at the leg there, the pose. Like, this could. It's it's incredible, dude.
That's the one thing that I loved about this trailer is I'm with you that looked like a Zack Snyder shot.
Yeah, dude.
But it's so good. Like, not in a hey, he's copying Snyder. Like, it's just like that's Snyder's slow-mo, and I love it.
Well, that's
I
why
love how you can see his body is like moving so fast that it's almost like doubles of himself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I didn't even know
this movie looks like this movie looks like if they made Man of Steel based upon Superman 78.
Yeah. No, I think
that's great. That's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this movie is gonna be a blend of the original, but like it's what Superman Returns and Man of Steel wanted to do.
Yep.
But didn't hit it for each of those audiences, and that's why I feel like this one's gonna bridge the gap.
I agree.
But this, I don't know what this stuff is. I know the big monsters behind, but I don't know where they're at. But this looks incredible.
That's
like,
great.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about Superman in a single shot.
Yeah. I absolutely love the suit. I still just can't get over why everyone's hating on the pants, the tights, you know, the underwear. It's Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a strong man, you know, like it's looking like a wrestler. And,
that's exactly what he's supposed to be.
Gunn actually made a great point. He responded to all of that. He's just like, I think he said something about like, you know, it's a circus strong man. He's a wrestler. It looks like a wrestler for kids. You know, kids look up to wrestlers like they're amazing heroes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that's what Superman's suit was based off of.
Yes, very much. Oh yeah, yeah.
So why not just do it?
I love it, man. Honestly, it's Superman.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like I love that.
I love that we're not getting. I love that we might actually be getting Lex Luthor.
Dude,
like actual Lex Luthor.
Didn't say anything, and yet this looks incredible.
He's probably the thing I'm most excited for, honestly. That's crazy.
I have to agree with that.
These shots of him,
yeah, dude,
that looks straight out of like. Yeah. I've never read comic books, but that looks straight out of a comic panel.
Yeah.
No.
And like,
I'm pissed.
Look at that. He's
you know what?
Angry.
You know what I really want to see? What I really want to see? All that I love.
Yeah. Oh, that
looks amazing.
How gorgeous that looks, man.
What I really want to see from. Oh wow.
Looking like a James Bond villain.
Dude, I'm wondering if this is like a kryptonite gun. I don't know. Maybe I'm
probably
too far into it.
Could be. It might be actually.
Yeah, it could be.
All right, here's my favorite shot. Believe it or not, coming up. That's my favorite shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That just looks incredible. That's my favorite shot. I don't know why.
The wide angle.
I just think like it's the wide angle, it's the shot, and it's also like, oh, here Superman's about to just kick ass probably, and it's like. Boom! I love it, man. He looks great.
Yeah.
So you know what? One of the things that I really hope we get from Lex Luthor that I don't think we've honestly gotten almost anywhere, and it's a shame because you know the whole idea of a Lex Luthor type, right? Is like here's this man with everything, right? Mm-hmm. And here's this man who is incredibly competent, who has. You know, is a billionaire who is a genius. I mean, you know, essentially Bruce Wayne, right? Like, I mean, he can have everything, you know, but he can't have the power of Superman. Yeah. And it drives him crazy. It's this idea of a man making himself into his own, you know, essentially man rising to view himself as his own deity. And he can't stand that he sees this man and he doesn't know anything about him. But then meanwhile, here's Clark with all this power, but he just wants to live a good life and a humble life. And it's, you know, I mean, they're the opposite. They're Batman and the Joker. I mean, they're the complete opposite of each other. And that's the complement of each other. So you need your Lex Luthor to have those qualities in order to truly complement your Superman. And honestly, I mean, and I love, what is, my brain is skipping a beat right now. No, we're talking 1978.
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman. I know. I love Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor, but he just feels like a villain. You know what I mean? Like the best Lex Luthor has 100% been the animated series because in the first season, he's not even fighting Superman like that. He just can't stand this Superman guy. But I want to see the competent businessman side of Lex Luthor. Like I want to see the guy who's just doing deals and like I just hope they don't make him. What was it?
I want him to be suave and confident.
Suave, yep. I don't want him to just be and I think that's a little bit of the thing that I'm a little bit sad about with him being the villain in the first movie, is I think that if you portray Lex Luthor in the first movie as this billionaire who's observing Superman and who's making deals, and tie him into the story, but don't make him the main antagonist, but like make him slowly, like maybe doing deals with the main villain on the side, and then his thing gets ruined by Superman, and then he slowly gets driven more and more crazy by this idea of this powerful man that he can't be. Like, I don't know. I feel like we haven't gotten the best Lex Luthor that we could get in live action yet, and I'm hoping that this one, from what I'm seeing from the trailer right now, in full honesty, I'm seeing a villain, and I want something a little bit more than that from Lex Luthor.
I would agree. You don't cast Nicholas Hoult and just have him just be a generic or just be just a villain. I think we're gonna get all the best of both worlds from all the different interpretations of Lex, including the animated series. I think we're gonna get all that with this.
Bro.
With this version.
What if this is the actual version of Lex that we finally get to see, where we get to see the longevity? I don't think he's going to be the only villain in this. I think Metamorpho is going to be the actual villain. I think Lex is going to be there throwing his hand in things. But what if this is the one that down the road he actually does become like President Lex?
It'd be incredible. But that's the thing, is he can't, if he's going to be President Lex, he has to capture that suaveness, that calmness, that ability to charm anyone in the room.
Yeah.
He can't just be like, he can't be anything like he was in BVS.
No.
Even Gene Hackman, like he can't be like Gene Hackman. It has to be, I mean, just do him how he was in the animated series. Like, that's one thing is, like, if I had to pick my ideal casting for Lex Luthor, it would still be Idris Elba.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
It'd be incredible. Are you kidding? And the suit and the suaveness that he can carry in a performance, and the deepness of the voice, like, it'd be absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. That would be great.
I do love the way Nicholas Hoult looks, though, man. He
looks very intimidating.
Like,
and you don't
that
know
shot right there. But then the one later too, where you actually see him crying.
Yeah.
Just shows how like passionate about what he's doing, whatever he's doing. I don't know, but
yeah, all of this,
that shot's great.
That's great. Yep, absolutely.
This right here, everyone keeps talking about this. I love it. This is what we need from a Superman movie.
Yep.
It's just great. Love all this.
That's great. Yeah.
We're gonna see the trials and tribulations. We're gonna see a proper hero's journey.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's incredible. Look at the curl. They're good. Gunn is not shying away from the Superman curl. Let's do it. Come on. Yeah. That's awesome. Granted, Henry Cavill, when he finally had the curl, looks like Superman.
It was great.
Comics.
Dude, Stag Industries, let's go.
Yep.
Gotta love me. That's a great shot.
Oh, that is an incredible shot. And then out of nowhere, the next shot is in
Lantern.
Guy Gardner. And then you got Hawkgirl too.
Yeah, Hawkgirl
played by Isabella Merced from Romulus.
Oh, really?
And she's also in one of the Transformers movies, which is probably not the best, but I think she also played Dora. Okay. But she's great. But yeah, dude, this guy's bowl cut is something.
But I
didn't realize that was Green Lantern. I forgot.
What I am seeing is that I really feel like we're gonna get. It's not gonna be crazy, like bombardment of all these like characters. I think they're gonna be brief, and. But what's great is that they're going to have such great personalities that you're going to want to see them appear in future stuff. What does that remind me of, guys? The Justice League animated show.
Yeah,
where
absolutely.
You got some characters coming in, they make an impression, and it's like, they're there for an episode, and so on and so forth.
So I think that with two things with that. One, I think it's a strong way of doing it, right, where you make it feel like an already lived in world and there's already established heroes within this world. I think that's a strong way of introducing them. There's a side of me that I guess they don't want to repeat Man of Steel, right? Where it's like just Superman in this movie, and they want to get you already thrown into this world. There's a side of me that thinks it's weird for more heroes to be around during the time of Superman like that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, and I think that's something that the DC EU was getting great, was that it feels like Superman is the dawn of the outlandish, right? Superman is the dawn of what's going on here. That's why it's so incredible when you see a man, flying in the sky, and it's like, what is that? So I think when you're bringing in the outlandish of these heroes into this world, it takes away a little bit from the the excitement of Superman being almost more of a novelty than like the norm. So that's something that I'm also a little bit hesitant on with this film, is that there's already pre-established heroes.
I think that, I do agree with that. I think what this is gonna do is show the hero's journey of a character like him who's very naive, and show the ups and downs of being a hero, but ultimately not only being an inspiration to humans, but also being an inspiration to other heroes. Then he'll have that respect and be catapulted as Superman, and even other heroes look up to him almost and have respect for him too. I think we're gonna get that, but it ain't gonna be easy. And from the looks of it, it ain't gonna be easy for him. And I love it.
Yeah. I think in a perfect world, though, I would rather there not be other heroes in this film.
Yeah.
That's my. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's exciting about it's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's Superman, if there's a Hawkgirl?
Yeah, true. I can't argue that.
Unless they come to Earth in this movie, or both of them, Lantern and Hawkgirl.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific. Yeah, Lantern and Hawkgirl would be off-world. I think Mr. Terrific is the only one that would stay, like, he is from Earth.
Love that.
Which he's cool. I mean, great actor. I think that character is going to kind of shine when he has his moment. So
I agree. Yeah. Oh, I love this. I mean, I really hope that it looks like it. Just her going just head first into it, but like I want this Hawkgirl to feel a little close.
It looks like it's going to be pretty good. Like when it comes to her performance,
foolish, like
that looks like her.
Yeah, that's true. Looks great, man. Very, very colorful, but also not like overly vibrant. I just like this. I just can't wait to just see a full shot of her, so I can look at everything, because it looks incredible.
Here we have the Pacific Rim shot.
Yeah, look at that, dude. That looks incredible. Oh. Okay, I love this. I love all of this. I don't know what's going on here, but
I don't know either.
I don't know. Like, I mean, because we don't even know. Like, all of this is probably just completely out of context. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
this is the fortress. Okay.
Yeah.
So this must be a Kryptonian bot, maybe?
Could it be
Brainiac?
What's the what's the? Oh, it could be Brainiac. Although it could also be there was a Kryptonian cyborg or robot that helped raise Clark. So that could very much be. I forgot the name.
In the animated series, spoiler, didn't that end up being Brainiac?
I know Brainiac was very much a part of the security for
Krypton.
Krypton and working with Jor-El and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then ultimately it went insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm loving everything. This is the fortress. Yeah, this is definitely the fortress. It looks incredible.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Reeves for sure.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I totally.
It's got the crystallization stuff.
Oh, it looks great, dude. Okay.
So this has to be Metamorpho
for sure. And isn't this played by guy who played Zaz, Victor Zaz, and
the dude who's in everything.
The dude who's in everything.
Yeah, Anthony Carrigan. He's literally he watch. He's in Gotham.
Yep.
He's in The Flash. He's in Arrow.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's Metamorpho. Okay.
Sam, he was also in Barry. You watched that for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I did.
Great.
I guess that's it. But yeah, he's Metamorpho. I don't know. Is Metamorpho in the Justice League show?
Yeah, it's Metamorpho.
Isn't it is not the guy?
Yes,
that
he
I'm
is.
thinking of,
Yes, he is.
But like, what does he look like? Because I'm thinking of I'm thinking of Android. The guy who can like take anyone's powers. But this guy looks kind of creepy, and clearly he's probably the guy who's creating that master monster. So that's why I feel like he's the villain, because that dude. Okay.
Wait, say that again. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving all that, man. I'm loving that we're gonna see. I'm loving that we're gonna see different villains. You know what I mean? Like that's awesome.
This
Look at
shot.
that shot.
Like, what
Yeah.
could be happening here to where Lex is actually a little bit bruised up and feeling this emotional?
Could be either getting ready to go to jail. Maybe Superman is literally about to take him to jail or something. I don't know. Or just jealousy, devastation, just losing. He's pouting. Like, come on, that's incredible.
Maybe he hires freaking I don't know. Maybe he hires Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner to go like take care of Superman, and once they meet him in that one shot where Superman's like leaning over, maybe they're like, no, this guy's actually good, and that's when Lex gets pissed off or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way, like Sam said, to have these other characters make sense, and I feel like Lex might be the key to all that.
Yeah.
Jardar's the key to all this.
Yeah.
He's all this. He is. Now, I mean, but hopefully it's not, hopefully it doesn't feel like it harkens too much back to BVS there, where Lex is just the magic key to all the heroes, right?
Yeah. I
think regardless, it's going to be better than an email.
That's what. Yeah. Like I think this Lex would definitely have more reasoning to do stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
Than the younger version that we got in BVS. The more zany.
You just like you just maybe knock BVS down a couple points.
Yeah.
Put that one. Yeah, that's so accurate. Oh, look at that! Come on.
That's great.
Look at that.
Yeah. And some of the shots give me some Fleischer vibes too.
Yes, I'm glad you said that.
Yep.
Yes.
Dude,
Look at
Krypto
that.
being.
Come on. The G.
Yes, I don't know who this is. This is the guy who actually like Superman is struggling with right here. So I don't know if this is Metamorpho or if this is
that photo of him with Superman in handcuffs. Also,
yeah, I saw that one. I'm wondering who.
Batman.
Oh yeah, freaking Kara's supposed to be in this. Played that. Oh yeah, and Rick Flag Sr.
Yeah.
Played by none other than Frank Grillo. Let's go.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, I'm loving all of this, man. Like this right here, like you want to love about
Mr. Terrific.
I love about this. I love about that shot. Like obviously, there's augmentation, there's CGI, and so on and so forth. But I don't know. Have we gotten something like this live action where he's just struggling like that? Not really.
No, not really.
Or at least like for the most part, it's another person that looks like another person, not a big CGI frogman like Doomsday or so on and so, or just crazy CGI.
Well, that's the one thing is, and I don't mean this in disrespect to Man of Steel at all. I mean this more as just a fact. I'm hoping to see him fight people this time, like literally, like see him fight people.
And I think this shot right here proves that, because there was only a couple of shots in Man of Steel where you had like some medium shots where they would you kind of fight, but then they were going immediately to whoosh, and then all like this craziness. This is gonna be more like, I don't know, it's gonna be just brawlic. just straight up. And
And it's amazing too, because you can, some of the flying stuff in Man of Steel is so cool, but you want to take a break from it, I think, sometimes during the fight.
I would agree. Yeah.
I think that's hopefully what this one does. Like, I still want the flying fight, hopefully. I mean, unless no one else can fly, in which case then it's not needed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was terrific looking badass.
Yep, he looks. Yeah, so there's Hawkgirl too.
That's cool.
I love the logo on the cape. They brought that back. That's freaking awesome.
That could be a poster.
Yeah, that definitely could be a poster.
Oh, boom! Right out the fire.
Come on, dude! Look at that. That's incredible.
And see the way the sun looks through the clouds. I love that.
I love that too. Yeah. Oh yeah, all of this, like it just feels right. It feels good.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Oh, you're going up to the cape and everything, and this the shot side profile of both of them. Come on, dude.
Yep.
It's great.
Wow. That's very good. It's very good.
Yeah, I mean, it really does what a trailer needs to do.
Yeah.
It gets hyped, gets you to feel the tone. I felt the tone immediately in the dialogue, pretty much. And like, you get it. And I think we'll see that consistency with the next trailer that'll come in a couple of months. That's when we're gonna have proper dialogue and really kind of get a plot. I want to try my best to only watch the next trailer with dialogue, and that's it. I don't want to see anything else. I think this movie needs to be experienced with not going. I mean, if you went completely blind, that's amazing, and you probably would be even more like
too late.
But it is too late, exactly. But at the
and for
time,
anyone watching this video,
it's hard. It's hard for me to like not at least watch the next trailer that comes up.
Yeah, no, I don't even.
That's it. After that, that's it, and I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah. I think this movie has a lot of, like Justin said, a lot riding on it. And I also think this movie has a lot to learn from past films and past experiences, both positive and negative. There's no reason that this shouldn't be a home run, but I hope that it exceeds all of our expectations.
I agree. And so, and for me, it's leading with that. It's not only is it one of the most important movies for comic book films, it's also just overall for all these years since the first comic book movie was done until now, meaning there's been a lot of hits and misses in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s onward till now. I really hope that this film brings it back to the roots of, this is a comic book film. We're going to say something, and we're going to make sure that you enjoy the crap out of this and feel good. And it's like, I'm reading. It's almost like you're reading a motion comic. And you're just loving it. You know what I mean?
Gravitas,
yeah, exactly. And I can't wait for it. This is probably right now my most anticipated film.
Next year, definitely for me now. It wasn't, but now it is.
And Jurassic World Rebirth's come out too. That's also, but that would be second.
You know what's great is Warner Brothers got 2 Renaissance films happening here for next year. You got you got this incredible looking Superman film on the front of DC, which, come on, Superman, that's DC. But then, also the fact that The Day the Earth Blew Up, which is getting, I don't know if you checked out the Rotten Tomato score for that film, the Looney Tunes film, of how high it is. This film is getting positive reviews like I've never seen for a film. And I mean that genuinely. Like, the response for it is like I've never seen. It's getting nothing but like sheer praise, calling it one of like the most like unique animated films you'll ever see. And so,
bro, it's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's 100% right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
That's what I mean though, is with Warner, right? I mean, you're coming at it from
Wow.
That end with, I mean, the first ever fully animated Looney Tunes film, and then a return to Superman like that. That's a phenomenal year for their brand. And if they can if they have, it's so needed. And Warner Brothers, if there's one thing they're known for, it's fumbling the ball. Like, at least in the last few years, like, I mean, they just
not just last few years, man. Like, they've had a track record. I mean, look at the '90s, Batman Forever. The late '90s, everything started to plummet, and
but they also were doing they were also doing phenomenal in the '90s, though. In the same vein,
that's true. Yeah.
So, but I mean, I really hope this is a renaissance year for Warner, and with Disney and Warner and both of their fandoms being in both of their fandoms being in a plummet right now. I think this could be a renaissance year for them.
I would agree. I love the renaissance year for Warner.
Yeah,
Superman is definitely my number one, and I know me and John are actually going to be doing an episode with McNeil, top 5 2025 anticipated, because he wanted to do it, which if you want to be on that, please, because that would be awesome. But other ones that are coming out next year too, briefly, that I'm excited for is Avatar 3, and then freaking Tron Ares, dude. I can't. Wow. I'm excited for that. Predator Badlands. Oh, so many big movies coming out next year, but I do think Superman is the most important for me, and also the one I'm most excited for. But there's even more, dude. Like, next year is shaping up to be pretty good. Hopefully.
Thank God. Like, for the most part, this year hasn't really been the greatest.
No, not at all.
No, it's been great for shows, bad for movies. Well,
I mean, I can't wait for Nosferatu. I'm watching that Christmas Day. I heard that's incredible. I have to watch Heretic and a couple others, but there was only a couple of bangers, and not everything else has been kind of like, you know. Mm-hmm. But next year. Oh, not next year. What the heck? Next year. Looking forward to it, man. Superman coming, not Legacy, not Superman Legacy, just Superman.
Superman. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait for it. Super excited.
It's gonna be great. So that is our take on the Superman trailer. Let us know all of your thoughts. Let us know what you're excited for about this movie. And just let us know what you think about the overall future of DC and comic book films as a whole. We love reviewing this, and we will see you guys next time.
Up in the sky.
It's a buoyant.
It's a plane.
It's Hawkgirl.